Hello and welcome to this week's FBF News Recap, where I took a look back at last week's news and look forward to this week's new releases. This week coming out slightly later in the day because I've been busy. So first up, the new releases. Not much this week. Construction Simulator, Despicable Me for the PSP Essential Selection, Tekken 3D Prime Edition on the 3DS, Test Drive Unlimited Classics or Essentials Edition for the Xbox 360 and PSP, The Whitakers present Milton and Friends for the 3DS, and UFC 3 on the Xbox 360 and PS3. And now, the news. Last week, Activision made a move to shock absolutely no one and announced a follow-up to the smash hit game of last year, Skylanders. Named Skylanders Giants, of which the rumours were flying around for the last month or so following a number of domain name purchases, will feature 8 brand new figures that are twice the size of the current cast, both in the real-world minifigure that you put on the Portal of Power and in-game. We'll also be seeing 8 new standard-size characters. Now, these new characters will feature a built-in light technology that activates when the figure comes close to the Portal of Power peripheral. Interestingly, batteries will not be required for this. The original Skylanders figures will also be completely compatible with this new game, and a selection of online modes have also been confirmed. EA announced that BioWare will be bringing Mass Effect to the iDevice in a game called Mass Effect Infiltrator. The game will stand alone as a fully featured third-person shooter with weapons and powers seen in the Mass Effect series, and will link back to the upcoming Mass Effect 3. Completing missions in the game will improve your galactic readiness rating in Mass Effect 3, which ties in both to the completion of the single-player campaign and the Galaxy at War multiplayer mode. This is one of those features that was being talked about when the multiplayer mode was announced. That will be another way to raise your galactic readiness rating. Playing the game will also unlock exclusive weapons and armor for Shepard in Mass Effect 3, as the character in this minigame will have contact with him. We don't currently have a release date for it, but EA have said the game is coming soon. Now, it's already been mentioned on some other gaming sites that those in the United States who have purchased UMDs for their PSP will not be able to register those games and download them on their shiny new Vita when it's launched. And we've now had confirmation that Europe will not be getting the passport system as well. That right remains solely in Japan. You can still play these games on the Vita, released in February, but you'll have to buy them again. Sony has decided that we don't want or need the ability to keep the games we'd already paid for. Did anyone hear the PSP Go dying a slow death for the same issue? It must be difficult for Sony at the moment to get anything right after continuous fall in profit over the last few months, and now they go and do this. In the space of 5 years, the company has come from the top spot in the previous generation to last in this console generation. The rule of 3 is a bit of a bugger, isn't it, Sony? Now you know how Sega and Nintendo felt. Now, we were a bit slow on this. Double Fine last week put up a Kickstarter effort to get a new adventure game published, and they were asking for 400,000. They wanted 300,000 to make the game and an extra 100,000 to make a documentary about themselves making the game. Studio founder Tim Schafer starred in the pitch video, which is viewable on our website and on Kickstarter, and set out an initial target of 400,000. When the amount was set, it was set optimistically without much expectation to exceed the amount within the 35-day deadline. Within 8 hours, they'd already beaten that target. The game has since broken Kickstarter records and continues to speed onwards. Additional earnings will be invested into the game, leading to different formats, languages, features, what have you. The extra $1 million should certainly push a lot more into the game. So if you're an adventure game fan, or even if you're not, and you've not yet put some money towards a developer looking to challenge the norm, then I'd highly recommend that you do so. As the matter of fact, just stop reading their website and head over to Kickstarter now. Come back, let us know that you've done it. Now, a new section we're going to try is having a look back at last week's podcast as well. And last week in the podcast we discussed trilogies. and how all good things come in threes.
Die Hard Arcade, and they then went on to make Die Hard Trilogy. And after that, they made Alien Trilogy, which was fantastic.
Apparently, 3's the magic number.
They like their trilogies.
I don't know why. And I think they also made the Alien 3 game.
3 is the magic number.
And Alien or Die Hard.
Or both.
Alien Hard.
3.
Or Die Alien.
Die Alien.
Die Alien, starring Bruce Campbell.
Wait, isn't that... What's the fourth Die Hard called?
It's 4.9.
4.0.
Live... what's the...
Live Long Prosper? What?
Is it Live Free or Die Hard?
Yeah.
Is that the...
I don't know.
the three?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
because
fourth
Die
one.
Hardest was taken.
Die.
And that's all for this week, guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.